Hello, you guys. How is everybody doing? This is a little bit better. Hopefully, this week I rewatched the live we did last week, and I always use StreamYard so I can stream to both groups, the Gold Diggers Accountability Group and our ZYIA Gals team page. And I had my phone turned, and I rewatched it, and I was like, oh, I'm itty bitty, like teeny tiny. I don't even know if you could see me last week. I'm showing reviews of the product. Anyway, hopefully this is a little bit better this week. Going this way on my computer, so I'm not like a teeny little square. Anyway, happy April, you guys. Holy cow. I'm like, what a fun announcement that corporate gave us to kick off the month. We're going to talk about that. We're going to break things down. We're going to get a plan together. Super, super exciting things, though, on the horizon. So that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. Will you guys say hello and let me know where you're coming from, ZYIA Gals or Gold Diggers? Every week is a new adventure. I'm like, some weeks it doesn't go into one group, and then other weeks it disappears from one. So let me know. Say hello if you are here, and let me know where you're watching it from to make sure we have both groups before we jump in. Hello, hello. All right, ZYIA Gals, anyone from Gold Diggers? All right, let me know. Hopefully, ZYIA Gals. Okay, I'm only seeing the ZYIA Gals. Anyone watching this from Gold Diggers? Anybody? Oh, shoot. Everyone's from ZYIA Gals. Hopefully, it says it's streaming there. Okay, yay. We have our first one watching from Gold Diggers. Okay, we're good, you guys. All right, so the idea today is to really kind of understand the promo, kind of figure out, commit to what we're going to go after, and then devise a plan, break it down so we have a roadmap of what we need to do to hit what we're going for, okay? That is the idea behind this. Can I just show you my notes today? How ridiculous is it? It looks like a kindergartner. I'm like, this is the way my brain works. I'm like all over the place. I'd like to think that maybe this is because of creativity, but it might just be of like total train wreck disaster. But this is like my brain. I'm like, write this down and add this, and I have things taped on here and stapled on here and another note added on. It's the way I roll. Okay, we're doing it. All right, good. Everyone's on here. Real quick, you guys, can we talk about these? Oh my goodness, these shorts. Hold on, let me pull them down. I was just sitting. Are so fantastic. I just did I'm going to do a live review of everything. I'm hoping tomorrow. I feel like I'm a little behind, but I'll try to do it live in our ZYIA Gals group to show you everything. There's some good stuff. These shorts, I tried to grab a couple things on the way out the door. They come in this, I have them inside out. They come in this gorgeous, it's like a wine burgundy plum color. So it's dark enough. It's going to hide everything. So good, you guys. They're like the same components we love in our luxe leggings, but they're in a short. They're a perfect length. They're so soft and silky. I love everything about these. I did a size small. I'm kind of on the fence if I should have done extra small. I'm going to try the extra small too, but they're like the same. I think you want to go true to size or down, not up. And I didn't feel like it was tight around. I know Taylor's review said it was maybe a little tight around here. It doesn't feel like it. So, and then this, you guys, who on here, did anyone else grab this? It was limited. It was like a limited edition piece. I'm like, what? Why? We need this all the time, like as a staple. So cute. I'll review this too. It's kind of that same material, that kind of textured as like that textured gray. So a lot of good things. I just grabbed these on my way out the door, but I'll go live. I'm hoping for tomorrow and review all that. So, all right. Oh, Jordan, you got it? So good. All right, you guys. So let's jump in here. Hopefully it gave enough time for people to hop on. But first and foremost, let's make sure that we understand these challenges that were put out. Now, today we're kind of going to just be looking at the monthly challenge. We have the Rise to Summit Challenge has basically the monthly challenge, which gives you the option to earn an additional 5% for just hitting volume. For a volume of $2,500, this is in US dollar I'm talking about today, $2,500 gives you an extra 5% bonus on top of your commissions, okay? Like just wrap your head around that. That's just volume. So if you're going for, you just want to focus on that, totally fine, but extra 5%, $2,500 volume. The next one, these are the main two we're going to be talking about today, is earn 20 or have $2,500 PV. It's the same thing we just talked about, but you're also adding 3 new team members to your team. Okay. So recruiting 3 people and $2,500, that adds on an additional 5%, getting you to 10% bonus on top of your commissions. Okay. Take a moment, let that sink in. That is a big amount. Okay. Now, of course, they're offering an additional 5% that can build on top of those for rank advancement. Okay. And we're not going to get too far into that. That's something that's going to be kind of tailored to where you are in your business. Make sure you know where you're at, what you need to do to rank up. So we're going to focus mostly on those first 2 that I talked about. So the 5% or the 10%. But just remember, there's more out there. You can do an additional 5% on top of that for rank advancement. And then, of course, we have the Reinforce Your Rank Challenge. We're not going to dive into this today, but that's going to be for directors to executive, which gives you a whole other slew of bonuses, special access to summit parties. I mean, there's a ton. I'm not going to go into it, but look it over. Make sure you understand where you're at and where you're going. And that's a big part of it today. Looking at just those first 2, 5% or 10%, what do you want to commit to? What are you going to go after? I want you, if you didn't already, I put it on the little announcement about this call. I put this tracker up there. After this call, I will upload it as a PDF if you need it higher res, or if that's easy for you, I'll upload it in both groups as a PDF. This is what it looks like. Okay. It's a tracker. You know I love my printables. So I want to make something, a little roadmap, little guide, little tracker. So this is easier and a more obtainable, something we can track progress, right? Where do we need to go? Where are we at? That sort of deal. Okay. So this is intended. It looks like this. This is a week and this is a week. So ideally, when I upload this, or if you download the JPEG that I posted, print out 2 of these. That will give you 4 total. So each one is a week. So we're going to break this down. I'm going to go over this, how you use it, why we need to use this, and all that good stuff. But once you have it, or maybe you even have it already, first thing I want you to do, commit to what you're going after. If you want to just circle it, if you want to initial it, if you want to put a little star around it or highlight it, whatever you want to do, circle it in your blood, figure out what you're committing to and highlight, circle, whatever, but write it on here. You know what happens when we write things down, things become real. Okay. So that's the first thing. Figure out, are you going after the 5% or the 10%? And what this is, because this challenge is looked at on a monthly kind of scale, we are going to be working backwards. Jordan in blood. We're going to be working backwards to break it down. Okay, if this is what we have to hit monthly, this is what we need to do weekly. If this is what we have to do weekly, this is what we have to do daily. And all of a sudden it becomes very organized and obtainable when we break it down like that. Okay. So, I mean, why do we even do this, you guys? I mean, the thing about it is that when we set goals, it kind of gives us a long-term vision, but short-term motivation, if that makes sense. And I think it also, it just allows us to focus. It makes us kind of avoid procrastination, which I don't know about you guys, but I am so good at that. And it's, we're again able to track our progress and kind of motivate us in a different way. And so that's why we do this. That's why we're taking any time out of this. I use this analogy at Summit, but we wouldn't, if we know we're going somewhere and we have an address we have to get to, we're not just going to get in our car and start driving and hope we hit it, right? Because you're probably not going to hit it. Or you will, but it's going to take a really long time. You're all over the place. You're stopping for directions. No, we are going to get in a car. We're going to put in the address and we're going to follow the steps to how we're going to get there. This is intended to be a little map for you, okay? So just if that helps our visual learners, if that helps, that kind of is the reason why we're doing this and using something like this. All right. So first, like I said, figure out where you're going, 5% or 10%. That is like your destination, right? And if it's too much, if you don't want to do the 10% and you just want to focus on volume, that is okay. This is not intended to be a frantic hustle promo. We all know what those are, and they're intense and they can do amazing things, but they can also be very wearing. And what I love about this challenge is that it is intended to create habits. It is intended to create habits that are going to build a sustainable business. Okay. We do not want these all over the place. We want our business steady. We want these habits to be growing and forming and keeping our business more of like a steady growth. Okay. So that's what this is for. That's why I love this so much. I'm like, we need to take a moment. We need to break this down because it's so good on where it's taking us. And when we can set a few things again daily, which convert to weekly and so on, it's going to change our business. And I feel like none of this is crazy. You know how we did our gold diggers? For those of you who were part of the gold diggers promotion, it was a little chaotic, right? Like it was probably the hardest I've ever worked in my life. I mean, we did an hour extra of just connecting with people, directly. Like it was a lot. We won't go into that. Some of you are still recovering. It was amazing. It made big things happen, but it was also a lot. Like if you kept doing that, is anyone still doing it? If you are, congratulations. But this whole idea is to build habits. Okay, this is doable. Everything we're going to talk about today, this is doable. This is not going to like send you off crazy. Okay, this is doable. And that's the idea behind it. We want something that feels like, okay, manageable. We can do this and we can do it every day. Okay. So after you choose, let's look at the first one. First on this box, you can see that every single day of the week has 3 boxes. We're going to break that down. Yeah, the gold diggers was a lot. It did crazy, amazing things, but it was a lot. I don't think we could sustain that. I mean, 3 months, holy cow, it was a lot. All right. So every day, 3 things to check off. If you are only going towards the 5%, just focusing on volume, then you just have 2 to check off, okay? But we're going to go over each one of these. So if you're going just for the 5%, or you're going for the 10%, either way, you have to hit $2,500 USD volume for the month. That means that $625 volume has to be met each week. Now, if you're running a party, let's say you have multiple parties, that's going to be pretty obtainable, right? You're going to have things in motion to get orders flowing in. Now, hopefully you have a party booked every week, but sometimes that doesn't happen. It just doesn't. So if you don't, let's say, I have a party next week and the week after, but this week I don't have anything. Well, that means I better focus on a daily breakdown. Okay. I'm going to be looking at that, $625 a week breaks down to $90 a day. If you want to break that down further, that's like a pair of light and tights and a bomber bra. Okay. Something like that. However, you need to wrap your head around it, but you want to break it down on what does that mean daily. So again, kind of look at your schedule. What does that mean? If you don't have a party running and you're not going to get multiple orders on 1, 2, or 3 days, then let's make sure we're looking at each day. What do we have to do? And this is going to change. Maybe one day you're making sales and you just did $200 in one day. Then adjust your goal, and you can write on here wherever you want. If you have goals, daily goals, as they change throughout the week, put them on here. The idea here is you write down at the end of the day where your sales are at. Once you've made a sale, you check it off. Okay. So if that's easier for you to kind of understand, break it down further. Okay. All right. Now, if you're going for the 10%, same thing applies for you. You're going to still be doing your sales, write down your daily sales. But we're going to jump down to this last one here, the 30-minute business opportunity share. That is for you who are going after that 10% that want to bring on additional people to your team. Hopefully it's everybody. But this is going to be a focused time where you share the business. Okay. Now that can look so different. If you want to go on live and talk about it, great. If you just want to share the starter kit graphic, great. If you want to put it in your stories with a link to enroll, great. Love that, by the way. So all over the stories with the link right now. If you want to highlight outfits that you can make with pieces of the starter kit, fabulous. There's so many ways. You want to call somebody up, whatever you want to do to just not only model it, since I still think that's the absolute best way to share the business, but to share the opportunity that we have to be reps. Okay. So 30 minutes is not crazy, you guys. It's not an hour. It's not just directly connecting with people, although that is still the best way, I believe. It's 30 minutes of just sharing either pieces from the kit, the opportunity, styling ideas, whatever you want. 30 minutes a day. Okay. So when you've done that, you mark that off. Again, these are habits. We are making habits. So before long, you're not even going to need this tracker. You're going to be like, okay, these are the things I do. These are the things that I accomplish each day. Let's see here. All right. Now, if you are, regardless of which one you are going for, there is a third check mark that applies to both. And this is something I kind of want to discuss because of just where we're at right now, not just in our business, but the world. We're finding we're still getting, same kind of amount of orders, but people are not ordering the same amount of volume that maybe they had in the past. During COVID, people were home, online shopping, spending. And I feel like now where we're at, maybe they're saving that money and putting it in their gas tank. People aren't, I feel like, having as large of orders as they were in the past. What that means is that we need to continually be sharing this brand, getting our brand out to people that have never heard of ZYIA. And the crazy thing is, I'm 4.5 years into this business, and there are so many people that have never heard of ZYIA. It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. I'm always like, why isn't everyone doing this? Why isn't everyone a ZYIA rep? Like, what is happening? And what I find, people just don't know about it. Now, of course, business isn't for everyone. I know that. But I'm saying so many people do not know about this brand. Okay. So that is something, that check mark applies to both of you. You can spend as much or as little time as you want on it, but one new reach out daily. And again, that can look totally different. If you want a cold message, great. If you want to call somebody up, great. If you want to talk to somebody at the grocery store, fabulous. If you are at softball practice and you notice somebody's wearing a different pair of leggings, hey, have you tried these? I just totally thought of you. It's a similar style, but I think you'd love it, whatever. But find somebody who you think has never, ever heard of the brand and introduce them to it. That's it. It's not pushy. That's not weird. You're just sharing, hey, here's some stuff you can shop. So keep that mindset going, but one a day. That is not crazy. I'm not saying 10 a day, 20 a day, one a day. Okay. Does that feel manageable, you guys? Do these 3 things feel manageable? Or for some of you, 2. If you're not growing your team, that is okay too. You can just do the 2. But those 2 things or 3 are what I want you to focus on every single day. And if you do that, just watch what will happen. And it may not be right away. This is something that's going to build, it's going to grow. Again, we're doing habits. This is something that builds. And all of a sudden, that one person that's never heard of ZYIA, all of a sudden gets your first pair of light and tights. And oh my gosh, it's all up from there, right? We know how it goes. So just keep those in mind. The 3 things daily. Let me know if you feel like that's a lot. I want to know. I want feedback on this, but I feel like this is very doable, very attainable. You can do this in a short amount of time, but it's focused, right? That's why we're doing this. We want to be intentional with our time. So crucial. We don't want to waste time, right? If we're fumbling around and don't really know what to do, where to go, what to share, like those are the things that kill our time. So we want to be really intentional, go into it knowing what we're going to do. And that kind of leads me into the third one. The third thing I want to talk about, third and final thing I want to talk about today. So a little tip, a little trick, and something I want to challenge you to do that I find really works for me, especially when, again, we kind of have all these things happening and we don't know where to start, right? So we just went over 3 things that I'm hoping we can accomplish daily. But what I find helps is pick one product, and we could even do this, like write it down when you put the week, like the date up here, write it down right above it. Pick one product to focus on. So for me right now, and I'm just sharing this because I think it works, is what I do. I pick one thing. So for me right now is the black light and tight leggings. I feel like all of a sudden we had so many products and I was putting them out to everyone. You need this and this. I'm so excited about this. And then I started to move away from like my absolute game changer, life changer, the black pocket light and tight leggings, the thing that when I put on, I feel so good. I feel so amazing, so confident, all those things I feel like people need to know about. Okay. So pick one product, whatever that is, a favorite product of yours that you feel excitement about, that you feel passionate about to share, that you want everybody in this product. Pick one thing. Focus on that item for the whole week. Okay. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's say for sales, that's kind of an easy one because, okay, if you're going through and you're thinking, okay, who can I promote this product to? For me, again, Black Pocket Light and Tight leggings. I'm going to go through anyone in my life that I feel like is working out, anyone doing high impact aerobic workout, or can appreciate a great high rise pair of leggings that are going to smooth them out. Whoever in my life, I'm going to reach out to them. Hey, want to make sure, do you have these? Because these are going to be a game changer for you. Reach out to them directly. I'm going to post about them. I'm going to search in my back office for anyone really all customers. Because even if they had bought a pair of leggings, if they bought a Lux, well, guess what? You definitely need a pair of light and tights in your wardrobe too. Or if you have already bought a pair of light and tights, I'm going to give you another option. Hey, you need to have these black staples in your wardrobe. Wear them every day. By the way, I was doing laundry today and I folded up so many pairs of Black Pocket Light and Tight leggings and I realized what a problem I have. I'm like, I need them on hand. I wear them all the time. Okay, off the subject there. What else? So anything around that I can promote to people if they even bought a tank or a bra, hey, pair it with these. Anything you can tie back, reach out to past customers, check in, find out would they have any interest in adding this to the piece they just bought. Put outfits together. So many ways you can take that, okay? Now for the one new reach out, again, let's stick on that same theme of a focused product point. I don't know what you want to call it. When you reach out to that new person, hey, I just wanted to see if you've ever tried on a pair of Black Pocket Light and Tights. They are absolute game changers for all the reasons that I just listed. You could reach out to somebody about that, to keep one kind of focus on that product to carry you through all these check marks. The last one, 30 minutes business opportunity share. Again, guess what's in the starter kit right now? The Black Pocket Light and Tight leggings. Focus on that. Hey, these are my absolute favorite pair. They happen to be in our starter kit. Let me know if you have any interest in getting information or trying them. I'll drop them off to you, whatever it is. So use whatever product you choose and intertwine it into all 2 or 3 of these that you are going after. And for me, it just feels more clean. It's focused. I know what to do. Otherwise, sometimes I don't even know where to start. You guys know I get really excited about talking about ZYIA. I get really excited to share the products. And, that can be a lot sometimes because I don't know where to focus in. It's too much. Hey, what do you want to? Are you looking for a bra? Are you looking for a tank? Are you looking for jogger? Like focus, narrow in, simplify the process for people. People appreciate that. So keep that in mind. Okay. That's a little tip, little trick for you to try to go forward with this. And then next week I might switch that. I still might be on the Black Pocket Light and Tights, but I might switch that to the bomber bra. And guess what? Same exact thing. I'm going to go through for sales, for reaching out, especially for people that have a perfect tank top that maybe they have purchased or have interest in that pairs perfectly with the bomber bra. So many ways you can take this, you guys. So keep that in mind. All right, just had a first-time customer buy this 790s. She came back and bought 2 more. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So cool. I mean, find that item that sold to you, right? Like we all had that moment. I remember the first time I put it on a pair of light and tights. I'm like, look how we got something here. Something's happening here. Like find that thing that made you fall in love with ZYIA and share that. Be excited about that. So we can all get really excited with all the launches and the new products and new collections and this and that. But sometimes we've got to scale back and be like, okay, whoa, what is it that brought me here? What is it that makes me feel like this? And share that and intertwine it in everything you do in all those check boxes. All right, you guys, anything you have questions on, ideas on this, I will, like I said, upload this right now when we end this call and I hang up. I'll put this on both of the pages so you can download it or just download the picture the JPEG that I put up. But pretty simple. Commit to one of these, track them daily at the end of the week. It has a little spot for your goal accomplished and your QPV goal accomplished, and then your weekly reps accomplished. Now with the reps, you guys, I don't even think I broke that down. 3 a month, breaks down, I say one a week, but you have a buy in there, okay? So give yourself a little grace if you're going after that. You have a week buy. You can choose when you want to use that buy, but include that in your plan to share. And even if you don't see it happening right away, it will catch up. And it is so important that we create these habits that we do daily in our business, and it will continue to grow. It will continue to expand. And we want to introduce this to other people. Look at how much it's blessed our lives. Like, share it. People will be grateful if you share it. People will be grateful if you tell them about the Black Pocket Light and Tight. So keep that in mind going forward. But a lot of good stuff, you guys, a lot of great things happening. And I hope you all grab onto this, that we have time, right? This is not intended to be a crazy freak out hustle till we drop kind of thing. This is something we're building. So keep that in mind. And let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you understand this. Again, I will try to hop on either tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. In the next 2 days, I will hop on to do all the live reviews of the new products, because I want you to see those and know how to size them and style them and all that stuff. But hopefully this helps you guys. Use this, have fun with it, modify as needed, as always, right? But if you guys don't have any other questions, I will hop off here. And I hope you guys have a fantastic April. All right. Bye, guys.